destinies that seem designed to shine without ever fading, yet they run into unexpected detours. Christina Milian's story is a striking example of that. In the early 2000s, her name was everywhere. A hit-making singer, a rising actress, a glamorous figure on magazine covers. But behind the dazzling image, her career revealed a cruel paradox. Undeniable talent, yet an industry that never really knew what to do with her. Christina Milian, born Christina Flores, came into the world on September 26, 1981, in Jersey City, New Jersey, in a Cuban-American family. The eldest of three girls, she grew up with her younger sisters, Danielle and Elizabeth. From childhood, her energy stood out. At just 4 years old, she tried to take apart the family television, convinced she could get inside the TV. Her mother quickly understood she would have to support her daughter's ambitions at all costs. Christina began auditioning locally very young. By 9, she was doing commercials, theater, and musicals. She landed the lead role in Annie, an experience that took her on tour across the country. During one performance in Los Angeles, agents noticed her and urged her mother to move to California to give Christina a real shot. The decision was radical. Christina relocated with her mother and sisters, leaving her father behind. The family lived on the edge of poverty, at times facing eviction, sometimes depending on charities for food. But those struggles only strengthened an unspoken pact. They would go all the way, no matter the cost. In Los Angeles, Christina was confronted with the reality of the business. She bounced from audition to audition and made a crucial connection. Rodney Jerkins, a young producer already working with Brandy and Destiny's Child. He introduced her to the studio world, pushed her to write her own songs, and for months, she recorded demos that shaped her style. At the same time, she picked up small roles on popular TV shows like Sister, and Smart Guy, and even had a brief appearance in American Pie. By the late 90s, Disney Channel recruited her as a host under the name Tina. Slowly but surely, her face became familiar to an entire generation. Her first real musical breakthrough came in 2000. She lent her voice to Between Me and You, a duet with Ja Rule. The song climbed the charts and instantly put her in the spotlight. A year later, she co-wrote Play for Jennifer Lopez, a golden opportunity, but also a choice that would, years later, fuel rumors of a rivalry between the two singers. Regardless, the attention caught the eye of record labels. Christina signed with Def Soul, a branch of the powerful island Def Jam group. She was only 19. Her debut album, Christina Milian, was released in Europe in 2001, featuring singles like AM to PM and When You Look at Me, which gained traction especially in the UK and Japan. But the planned US launch was canceled after the September 11th attacks. With the country in mourning, the label decided the timing wasn't right. For Christina, it was a crushing blow. Just as she dreamed of breaking through at home, her American launch was cut short. Still, she refused to give up. In 2003, Hollywood opened its doors. She landed the lead female role in Love, Don't Cost a Thing, opposite Nick Cannon. The movie wasn't a box office smash, but it defined a generation and cemented Christina's place in pop culture. Suddenly, magazines were hailing her as the next it girl. The public expected her to deliver both as an actress and as a singer. But this double image began to blur the lines. Was she a singer, an actress, or both? Behind the scenes, her label wavered. Should they market her as a mainstream pop star like Britney Spears, or as a sophisticated Randy B. singer in the vein of Aaliyah? That indecision weighed heavily. In 2004, Christina released her second album, It's About Time. One track in particular exploded, Dip It Low. The song electrified clubs, climbed to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, and became her biggest hit. The sensual, provocative music video left a lasting impression. But behind the success was a calculated strategy, a sexy image designed to create buzz. Christina later admitted she wasn't always comfortable with that portrayal. While Dip It Low proved her star potential, the rest of the album divided critics. Some felt it was too generic, lacking identity. Once again, the same question lingered. Who exactly was Christina Milian in the music industry? Determined to find direction, she worked on a third album with label head L.A. Reid. So Amazing dropped in May 2006, largely produced by Cool and Dre. The single Say I, featuring Young Jeezy, did reasonably well. And the album debuted at number 11 on the Billboard 200. But just 1 week after its release, the axe fell. Def Jam dropped her, citing budget cuts. Officially, it was just business. Unofficially, whispers spread that the label wanted to shift focus to another rising star, Rihanna. The shock was devastating. Christina suddenly found herself without a label, with an album still in promotion and projects canceled. She later admitted to spending days crying, feeling betrayed by an industry that had once promised her the world. Adding salt to the wound, a rumor circulated that she had turned down SOS, the song Rihanna would later transform into a global hit. SOS, please someone help me. It's not healthy. In that moment, everything changed. Christina Milian, once seen as destined to dominate the charts, was pushed aside. Her music career entered a storm it would never fully recover from. After that setback, she tried to regain footing. She began working on a fourth album, Elope with the Dream, but the project was repeatedly delayed and eventually scrapped. Her personal life soon took over, and fans grew tired of waiting. Many began to view her as a talent wasted by the industry. As her music faded, her private life dominated headlines. Her relationship with Nick Cannon, which began on the set of Love Don't Cost a Thing, ended after a very public cheating scandal. Years later, her marriage to the Dream collapsed abruptly while she was pregnant. She endured a dark period marked by postpartum depression. In 2014, she entered a passionate relationship with Lil Wayne. She even tattooed TNT to symbolize their bond. But that story, too, ended painfully, clouded by rumors of infidelity. All of this, along with the lingering Lopez rivalry rumors, blurred her image even further. Christina was increasingly perceived as a celebrity more famous for her personal life than for her music. She then chose to branch out. She became a digital correspondent for The Voice in 2012, starred in her own reality show Christina Milian Turned Up in 2015, and carved out a place as a media personality. At the same time, she launched several entrepreneurial ventures, including Beignet Box, which turned into a real success. On the acting side, Netflix revived her visibility. Falling in Love in 2019, Resort to Love in 2021, Meet Me Next Christmas in 2024, where she also served as executive producer. In 2025, she landed a major role in Dexter, Original Sin, proof that her acting talent remained intact. In her personal life, Christina finally found stability. Since 2017, she has been with French singer Matt Pokora. Their wedding in 2020 and the birth of their 2 children marked a turning point. Now based in Paris, she seems to have found the balance she had long been searching for. So, what remains of Christina Milian? Many will say she never reached the heights her potential once promised. Just 3 albums, 1 global hit, and no long-lasting musical career. But reducing her story to wasted talent would be unfair. Her true strength has always been resilience. Where so many girls of the 2000s disappeared, Christina reinvented herself. Actress, entrepreneur, TV personality, and now a fulfilled mother. 20 years after AM to PM, she remains present, recognizable, and loved. Maybe she wasn't destined to be the next Beyoncé, but she embodies another kind of success, that of a woman who endured failure, survived humiliation, and built a life where the spotlight never truly goes out.